I sleep in the room by myself. I don't think nothing of it. Next day, same thing. I said, damn, babe, you sleeping in there again? She like, yeah, I'm just staying with such and such, right? I said, all right, cool. Anybody in Bedford Hills, can you please step to the front? So now I'm like, damn, this shit weird. What the hell? You feel me? So at this time, I try to be intimate. I'm keeping it 100 with you. I try to be intimate with her. And she came in the bed with me. She hugged me, kissed me, the whole thing. And at this time, I'm trying to be intimate with her. When it's time to go down, she slipped out of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, okay. After she do that, she go back to sleep in the room with homegirl this particular night. I said, something is fishy here. I said, I ain't no rocket scientist, but this ain't adding up. You feel me? So, I said, damn, something wrong, something ain't right.
The clock hit 3 a.m., and with one single leak, the entire internet went into meltdown. A chilling voice note surfaced out of nowhere, claiming to expose a secret that could destroy Remy Ma's entire image overnight. Not rumors. Not speculation. This sounded personal. Intimate. Dangerous. The kind of confession that doesn't just trend, it detonates. And before anyone could even question it, screenshots followed. Then messages. Then a blurry video that had fans zooming in like investigators at a crime scene. But here's where it gets even crazier. The woman behind the leak, allegedly a former lover, didn't just hint at a hidden relationship. She described it. Night after night. Secret rooms. Silent signals. Moments that felt real, until they didn't. She'd come to me like nothing else mattered, the voice claimed. Then disappear like I imagined everything.
You know what? I don't know what else to say. Like, I don't have any ill will toward any women. And I don't have any ill will toward her. You know what I'm
y'all
saying?
haven't spoke or nah?
Nah, I mean, she made her post and whatever, and that was about it. But like I said, women are women. They're very emotional creatures. You know what I'm saying? And I think that was just, I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was emotions or I don't know what it was because I don't know her and she don't know me.
Yeah. That's when suspicion turned into obsession, and according to the leak, what she discovered next changed everything. Because this wasn't just about love.
Actually, my ex might be the least income making person that I've ever been with. Ever. Everybody included.
You just don't. You're a piece of shit, Papoose. You really are. You have turned into a piece of shit. This shit right here, the gambling, the failures that you've had in your career or whatever that didn't pan out how you wanted to.
This was about secrets being protected at all costs. And right when the internet thought it couldn't get messier, Claressa Shields stepped in. Not loud. Not emotional. Just one response. Cold. Calculated. And somehow, even more explosive than the leak itself. Now the question—
Why they playing on my phone? If that was my friend, I would be like, girl, you just turned 30 years old. You are a world champion. You are accomplished. You have made it from out the ghetto, from the slums, from the depths of Flint, Michigan. You don't got no kids. You have your whole life ahead of you. Why are you attaching yourself to this 47-year-old man that doesn't have anything going, has no career, no job, no income, except for the income that he's claiming off of you, your percentage, because he's your manager? Got you out here talking, looking crazy. He's the one that don't want to sign, don't want to get his stuff out his ex house. Doesn't be there for his child that he begged for, but telling you he wants another one. Let me guess.
Isn't if something happened. It's how deep it really goes. Because insiders are whispering that this is only the beginning, and if the next set of receipts drops, nobody walks away from this clean. The moment that first leak hit, everything started unraveling faster than anyone could control. What looked like a random late-night confession quickly turned into a full-scale digital explosion, dragging Remy Ma straight into the center of a narrative she couldn't silence. Within hours, more alleged messages surfaced, long paragraphs, emotionally charged, filled with lines that sounded too specific to be made up.
I gotta be the villain. She ain't shit. She this. And I'm just. Show me a woman that had a man that was doing her right and she just shitted on him for no reason. This is facts. What are we talking about? I literally told my friend, they was like, yo, you think he ever gonna leave? I was like, when he finds a replacement, when he finds someone who he think he can have doing all the shit that I was doing, then.
You said nobody could ever know. You promised me that, one message read. And just like that, the tone shifted from gossip to something much darker. The woman behind the accusations wasn't backing down either. She started going live, face partially hidden, voice trembling but determined, describing moments that painted a picture fans had never imagined. She talked about nights where everything felt real, where affection and attention blurred into something deeper, only for it to snap back into secrecy the next morning. I wasn't crazy.
So on another day, I caught her with this individual in our house while my daughter was on the bed with them. Ended up catching it. Now, this individual is a female. So I can't do nothing to her. I don't put my hands on females. Y'all want to know what I did? I told the individual, I said, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't put my hands on her because I'm not gonna do that. I don't hit women. But I told her to get out. I said, get the fuck out. Because I feel
crazy, she kept repeating. I knew what I felt. That line alone sent social media into overdrive, with fans dissecting every word like it was evidence in a trial. But then came the twist that turned suspicion into shock. A new audio clip surfaced, allegedly recorded during a private argument. The voice, said to be Remy's, sounded frustrated, almost desperate. You don't understand what's at stake, the voice snapped. This isn't just about us. Whether real or manipulated, the clip spread like wildfire. And
my wife, I didn't want anything from her. I just wanted to see her win. Like I said, I have written 90% of the rhymes that came out of her mouth since I met her. Y'all said it. Y'all said it numerous times. Oh, we know that's Pep behind that pen. Did I ever agree with y'all? Did I ever put it out there? I never said I wrote her rhymes. I left it.
Suddenly, people weren't just questioning the relationship, they were questioning what exactly was being protected. That's when Papoose entered the chaos in a way nobody expected. He didn't come with a polished statement. He didn't come with...
She'd send me a random text. Oh, I'm so sorry. I know I'm a bad wife. I still got all these texts. So I don't even know why she's doing this. Oh, I know I'm a bad wife. I'm so sorry. Just saying things like that. And I'm like, damn, this is not like her. So maybe this dude holding something on her. I'm going to play the recording right now. This is Delane saying that he's holding stuff over her head.
Yeah, look, so far she's saying she fuck with me. I believe her. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go with that. But you're right, though. Anything can happen. So that shit will be 3 months, nigga. I don't know for how long it is. I got pictures, the texts, the videos of her. That shit gonna blow whenever I say it's gonna go. I'm talking about when I'm saying that news of cheating and all of that shit go anytime. It don't matter if it's a week or whatever. Like, the only reason why it's spark is because you all these shit.
Oh, let me play this again. By the way, one of the reasons why she's so angry at me is because she says all of this is my fault. Y'all ready for this? Because I knocked him out. She said if I would have never knocked him out, she would have been stopped talking to him. She said the fact that I knocked him out.
Denial. He came with emotion. Raw, unfiltered, and clearly shaken. Going live in what looked like the middle of the night, he hinted at betrayal without fully confirming anything. Some things hit you when you least expect it, he said, pausing like he was choosing every word carefully. And sometimes, the truth don't come out until it's already too late. That alone was enough to send fans spiraling, because it didn't sound like someone defending a rumor, it sounded like someone who had lived through it. Within minutes, old clips resurfaced. Interviews where Remy laughed off certain questions. Moments where Papoose seemed just slightly uncomfortable. Fans began stitching together timelines, pointing out patterns that suddenly felt too obvious to ignore. 1. Viral thread even claimed there had been signs for years, subtle, easy to dismiss at the time, but glaring now under the spotlight. And then, Claressa spoke again. Claressa Shields didn't yell or accuse. She posted a short video, looking straight into the camera, her expression unreadable. "I don't move off lies," she said calmly. "But I also don't ignore truth." That single sentence ignited a whole new wave of speculation. Was she confirming something? Denying it? Or warning that she knew more than she was saying? Before anyone could even process it, another set of alleged texts dropped, and these were even more explosive. Conversations that hinted at fear. At control. At someone feeling trapped between loyalty and exposure. "If this gets out, it ruins everything," one message read. Another followed, "I never meant for it to go this far." Fans didn't know what to believe anymore, but they couldn't look away. Then came the moment that pushed everything over the edge. A blurry video surfaced, low quality, barely visible, but enough to spark chaos. Two figures. Close. Too close. The caption alone sent shockwaves, "Now tell me this ain't real." Within minutes, the clip was everywhere. Reaction channels, fan pages, even mainstream blogs picking it up. Everyone had an opinion, and none of them matched. Remy finally broke her silence, but instead of denying everything, she posted something cryptic. "People will say anything for attention, until the truth hits back." No explanation. No clarification. Just a statement that raised more questions than it answered. And that's when insiders started whispering that this entire situation was about to escalate even further. According to multiple sources, there are more recordings. More receipts. More pieces of a story that hasn't fully come out yet. Because if what's already leaked is this explosive, what's still being hidden might be even worse. Just when the internet thought it had reached peak chaos, everything flipped again, and this time, it felt darker, more personal, and way more calculated. Because out of nowhere, a new leak surfaced that didn't just add to the story, it rewrote it. A supposed private call, clearer than anything before, began circulating, and the voice alleged to be Remy Ma didn't sound angry this time. She sounded cornered. "You're doing too much now," the voice said, low and tense. "We had an understanding." That one line hit like a shockwave, because it hinted that whatever this situation was, it wasn't random. It was ongoing. Controlled. And now, completely out of control. Within minutes, fans started connecting new dots. The timeline shifted. The narrative twisted. Suddenly, this wasn't just about a hidden relationship, it looked like a situation spiraling under pressure, with multiple people holding pieces of the same dangerous puzzle. And then came the real bombshell, an alleged message from the accuser claiming there were backup files scheduled to drop if anything happened to her account. That's when panic set in across social media. Because now, it wasn't just messy, it was escalating into something that felt unstoppable. Meanwhile, Papoose returned, and this time, he wasn't holding back. In another late-night live, his tone shifted from hurt to furious. "Y'all don't even know half of it," he snapped, pacing back and forth. "I kept quiet for years. Years." His voice cracked at that word, and for a second, everything felt real again, less like gossip, more like a man unraveling in front of millions. Then he dropped a line that sent chills through the entire timeline: "Some betrayals don't start overnight, they just finally get exposed." That statement alone triggered another avalanche of reactions. Old rumors resurfaced, things fans once dismissed suddenly felt like missing puzzle pieces. A resurfaced clip showed Remy dodging a question about loyalty, laughing it off, but now, people weren't laughing. They were analyzing. Slowing it down. Reading between every word. And right in the middle of that storm, Claressa Shields stepped forward again, but this time, it wasn't subtle. It wasn't calm. It was direct. "I don't compete with ghosts," she posted. Then, minutes later, another message: "Stand on your truth, or get exposed by it." No names. No explanations. But the message landed exactly where it needed to. Fans immediately took sides, and the comment sections turned into full-on battlegrounds. But nothing, and I mean nothing, prepared anyone for what dropped next. A full thread of alleged messages hit the internet, and these weren't short texts. These were long, emotional paragraphs that painted a picture of manipulation, secrecy, and emotional chaos. One message read, "You made me feel like I was everything, until I realized I was just a secret." Another followed, "I kept quiet because I loved you. But now? I see everything clearly." Whether real or not, the tone alone shook people. It didn't sound like someone chasing clout, it sounded like someone who felt burned. And then came the most chilling part. A final clip, short, almost too quiet, started circulating late into the night. In it, a voice whispered, "If I go down, I'm not going down alone." That was it. No context. No names. Just a threat hanging in the air like a ticking clock. Within seconds, it went viral. People weren't just watching anymore, they were waiting. Waiting for the next drop. The next leak. The next piece that could blow everything wide open. Remy posted again, but this time it felt different. No defiance. No cryptic games. Just one line, "This isn't over." And somehow, that made everything feel even more intense. Because now, it's clear this isn't just about exposure. It's about retaliation. It's about control. And most of all, it's about who cracks first. Behind the scenes, insiders are claiming that what's already out is only a fraction of what exists. They're talking about unreleased recordings. Videos that haven't surfaced yet. Conversations that could drag even more names into this storm. And if that's true, then the situation isn't cooling down, it's building towards something even bigger. Because right now, nobody's backing off. Not the accuser. Not Papoose. Not Claressa. And definitely not Remy. So the real question isn't what's already been exposed. It's what's about to be. If you thought what you just heard was wild, then you already know this story is nowhere near finished, and the next twist could drop at any second. This isn't the kind of drama you catch up on later. This is the kind that evolves in real time, where one new leak can flip everything you believe upside down in minutes. So if you don't want to be the last one finding out, you need to stay locked in right now. Hit that like button immediately if you felt the tension, if any part of this made you question what's really going on behind the scenes, or if you already have a theory forming in your head. Because trust me, people in the comments are connecting dots that nobody else is seeing, and you do not want to miss that. And don't just watch silently, jump into the conversation. Who's telling the truth here? Who's hiding something? And what do you think is about to come out next? Drop your thoughts below, because the deeper you look, the crazier this situation gets. Make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications, because when the next leak hits, and it will, you want to be here first, not hearing about it after the entire internet has already moved on. This isn't just celebrity drama anymore, this is a full-blown unraveling, and you're either ahead of it, or completely lost.